Franklin, Tennessee, Brentwood, Tennessee. You're trying to figure out which place is going to be the best place for you and your family to call home. Well, in this video, we are going to discuss how these two cities stack up against one another and what it's like living in both of these cities. Folks, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in both Brentwood and Franklin, Tennessee, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Williamson County. Let's talk about location. Both of these cities are going to be located directly south of Nashville, Tennessee, down I-65. Brentwood is exactly 10.3 miles or 17 minutes or so outside of Nashville, and Franklin is just a touch further at 21.5 miles and about 29 minutes, again, directly south of Nashville, down I-65. Brentwood is just off of the interstate, so you hop off the exit and you are right in the center of the city. Franklin, however, is just off the interstate by 3 miles, though you may find yourself in a little bit of traffic heading into town. It does get pretty packed on like Mack Hatcher Highway and everything like that that'll take you into downtown Franklin. It can get very, very busy, so you may sit in traffic for a little while. In terms of surfaced area, Brentwood is 26,000 acres or 41 square miles, depending on how you like to slice things. And in Franklin, it's roughly 29,000 acres and 44 square miles. Again, just depending on how you want to slice it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about amenities. Franklin has 18 different parks totaling around 900 acres or so, 40 miles of walking trails, sports fields, dog parks, and picnic areas, as well as other green spaces for you to enjoy. Brentwood has 14 parks totaling around 1,100 acres, 50 miles of walking trails, again, sports fields, dog parks, and picnic grounds as well as additional green spaces for you and your family to enjoy. Now, let's look at population density. Franklin has a population of about 85,000 people or so, and Brentwood has a population of about 45,000 people living in it currently. Both populations are continuing to grow and continue to be a beacon for people moving from other states because Williamson County is one of the wealthiest counties in the entire country and the only one in the South where the schools are also top tier. The infrastructure here is super solid, and both cities work around the clock to maintain the aesthetics of roadways and green spaces. Both cities are extremely well maintained in every single aspect, folks. It really is a top priority for both of these cities, and you cannot find maintenance and care taken like this really anywhere else in the state. Brentwood and Franklin are also two of the most affluent cities in Williamson County. The median income in Brentwood typically comes in at $160,000 and some change, and then the median household income in Franklin is just slightly lower than Brentwood and comes in at $100,000 and some change. Brentwood and Franklin both have one of the highest qualities of life you are going to find in the entire state of Tennessee, as well as close proximity to Nashville. It's what makes it so desirable to live in both of these locations. Now, home prices are high in both of these suburbs, with median home values in Franklin being around $850,000 versus $1.4 million in Brentwood. Now, Brentwood does have more gated communities and luxury homes, while Franklin has more historic homes on average. Now, that isn't saying anything derogatory about Franklin by any stretch of the imagination, but Franklin is full of some of the most beautiful and luxurious homes you're going to find in Middle Tennessee. It really is just an incredible area, folks. Some of these homes are so gorgeous. The historic preservation is incredible. I truly, truly love Franklin. If you've watched some of our other videos, you'll know my wife and I did live in the Franklin area for a while, and again, we absolutely loved it. So when it comes to community events, Franklin really has just about everything you're going to want. You have the Main Street Festival, movies in the park, bluegrass along the Harpeth, Franklin on the 4th, Pumpkin Fest, and the Pilgrimage Festival. And when these are happening, you're going to find food and crafts vendors as well as plenty of live music. Now, Brentwood does have a summer concert series in Crockett Park, as well as a myriad of clubs and groups you can join. But outside of that, that's about all that Brentwood has. And now that may seem a little lackluster in comparison to Franklin, but essentially most of your Brentwood residents travel down to Franklin for their concerts and festivals. As we mentioned, it's just a short drive down I-65, or you can take Mack Hatcher Parkway or one of the other many routes to take you from Brentwood to Franklin and enjoy some of the beautiful Williamson County countryside along the way. Now, one of the most prominent features of Franklin is going to be its historic downtown district. Sorry about that, folks. Got a little caught up trying to say historic downtown district, downtown area, whichever way you want to slice it. But the downtown area has been rated one of the best in the country. It is an absolutely beloved area by Tennesseans and other residents of other states as well. You've got boutiques and restaurants down there, art galleries, live music, and an amazing farmers market. Franklin has been voted one of the best places in the U.S. to live. Again, I know my wife and I loved the year and a half we spent living in Franklin. It was incredible, folks. We love it there. So as for Brentwood, you're gonna find some suburban malls, a couple chain restaurants and things like that. But there really isn't much of a traditional downtown area, but more of a commercial shopping area. In terms of transportation options, owning a car really is going to be a priority here because you don't have really any other options in regards to public transit in either one of these cities. So I would certainly plan on owning a vehicle of some kind. When it comes to entertainment, Franklin again is going to take the cake over Brentwood. You've got places like Timbers Pick and Parlor, where you can find live music just about every single night, as well as Puckett's Grocery, where you'll find some local celebrities playing from time to time. Both Brentwood and Franklin are home to a lot of big country stars and some very, very well-known celebrities. You're also going to have the nonprofit Franklin Theater in the downtown area of Franklin, where you can catch a movie. Now, if you're looking for a symphony or a larger concert or a larger event, comedy show, things like that, you always have Nashville just up the road from both Brentwood and Franklin. Now, Brentwood, in comparison, again, is typically going to be more conservative and professional with outstanding quality of life, regardless of not being the tourist destination that downtown Franklin is. Now, both of these cities have an incredible, incredible way of life to offer, as well as some of the finest, most beautiful homes that Middle Tennessee has to offer. Folks, that is going to wrap up our video for the day. I hope you all have enjoyed it. And remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us all in the description below so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Williamson County, Tennessee. Until next time, we hope to see you around town soon.